Hi friends, welcome back to Brilliant Blue Reviews. My name is Heather. This is the final video in my series about movies that I saw in 2025. This one is going to be every movie I saw in 2025, what I rated it, and my favorites. If you haven't seen the other videos I did, which was how I saw every movie that I planned to in 2025, the movies I was most disappointed by in 2025, and the movies that I feel were hidden gems or pleasant surprises of 2025. Those videos are all up on my channel and you can go back and watch them now. So please do that. Okay, let's go through every movie I saw in 2025. On January 25th, I saw Presence, Steven Soderbergh. I gave it 4 stars. I saw it a second time on January 30th with my daughter. February 1st, I saw September 5th, which was a movie about the 1972 Munich Olympics, and I gave it 5 stars. On February 14th, I saw Captain America Brave New World, and then I saw it a second time later. I gave it 3.75, and I think I was averaging out like me and my son's rating on that one. On February 17th, I saw Paddington in Peru. This was an absolute delight, and I gave it 5 stars. March 2nd, I saw Last Breath, gave it 5 stars. March 16th, I saw Black Bag, and I gave it 5 stars. And then I saw it a second time on March 29th with my daughter. March 23rd, I saw Snow White. This was the new live-action Snow White with the CGI dwarves that everybody's been talking about. I initially gave it only 2.5 stars, which was my lowest rated movie of 2025. But I saw it for a second time with my daughter on our cruise on Disney Dream in May. And I liked it better the second time I saw it, and she liked it better than I did. So I'd probably give it like 3.5 more realistically. Okay, on April 5th, I saw The Friend, and I gave it 5 stars. It wasn't a favorite for me, but I think it deserves, it's a very well done film. It was very emotional. April 12th, I saw The Amateur, and I gave it 4 stars, and then I saw it for a second time also in the movie theater on May 17th, right before we went on that trip to go take that cruise. April 13th, I saw Drop, and I gave it 4.5 stars, and I saw it 2 or 3 more times on April 19th, April 28th. There might have been one more besides that. I really liked Drop. Okay, on May 4th, I saw Thunderbolts and gave it 5 stars, and I saw it a second time again on our Disney Dream cruise, which my daughter, that was when she first got to see it, and she really liked getting to see it on the ship. On May 30th, I saw Mission Impossible Final Reckoning, and I gave it 4.5 stars, and I saw it a second time on July 1st. That movie was in theaters for a while. On June 1st, I saw Karate Kid Legends and gave it 4 stars. On June 17th, I saw Materialists. I gave it 5 stars, and I saw it again on June 30th and on July 20th. On June 23rd, I saw How to Train Your Dragon and gave it 3 stars, and then I saw it for a second time on July 10th. On June 26th, I saw Elio and gave it 3 stars. On June 29th, I saw F1 the movie, gave it 5 stars, and I saw it 3 more times. I saw it on July 8th, I saw it again on July 11th, and I saw it again on July 26th. July 6th, I saw Jurassic World Rebirth, and I gave it 4 stars, and I saw it for a second time on July 8th or 18th. I can't read my own writing, I'm sorry. July 13th, I saw Superman, and I gave it 3 stars. July 28th, I saw Fantastic Four First Steps. I gave it 3.5 stars. Did not see any movies in August. So is that the only month? Yeah, I saw January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Yeah, so August was the only month I did not see any movies in the theater, which is kind of typical, unfortunately, because August is my birthday month. I'd love to go to the movies on my birthday, but there's almost never anything good to see. Okay, so then we skip to September. September 13th. Now, and September 14th, I saw 2 movies. These are not even new movies. So September 13th, I went to the 30th anniversary re-release of Toy Story. Okay, something I've seen many times before. I wanted to see it on the big screen again. I really wanted my kids to get to see it on the big screen, and it just didn't work out. I went to it by myself. And then on September 14th, I saw Hamilton. This was a re-release of Hamilton, the film, which they filmed the Broadway show, the original Broadway cast. I talk about it in my review of it. This was a re-release, the 10th anniversary? I don't know, I can't remember, but I saw that. It was very good. I'm glad I got to see that and see the original cast perform it, because I never watched it on Disney Plus. When I saw the Broadway production, I was seeing a touring production, so it wasn't the original cast. And on September 24th, I saw Downton Abbey, the grand finale, and I gave it 4 stars. On October 1st, I saw Eleanor the Great and gave it 5 stars. On October 2nd, I saw The Lost Bus and gave it 5 stars. October 12th, I saw Tron Ares and gave it 4 stars. October 14th, I saw House of Dynamite and gave it 3 stars. On October 16th, I saw Roofman and gave it 4 stars, which a lot of people didn't see that one either, but I thought it was well done and good. It's kind of sad though. October 19th, I saw Good Fortune and gave it 4 stars. November 3rd, I saw Anniversary and gave it 4 stars. November 26th, I saw Eternity and gave it 5 stars, and I saw it for a second time on December 6th. November 27th, I saw Wicked for Good and gave it 3 stars. November 28th, I saw Zootopia 2 and gave it 4 stars. And December 6th, which was the last movie I saw in 2025 because nothing else that I really wanted to see came out in December, I saw Wake Up Dead Man, which is now gone to Netflix, although I see it is still in theaters. There's a couple movies that I really wanted to see and they did not come out by us, and I can't think of anything other than this, but one of them is Hamnet. Megan and I both really want to see Hamnet. We might try to go to it this weekend in the cities. It's at 2 places that we can still go to it. It came out around Thanksgiving, did not come out around us, and we tried to go to it 2 weeks ago, and we got to the theater and it was sold out, and now it's not at that theater anymore. Okay, what were my favorites? I don't know if I can rank them. They're probably obviously going to be the 5 stars and the ones that I saw multiple times. I don't think I'm going to try to rank them, but I can definitely pick out what my favorite movies of the year were. Paddington in Peru. I gotta throw that out there. It was just delightful, and it was so funny and fun, and it was an adventure movie, and I just really liked Paddington in Peru. It made me feel good, and I liked everything about it. I loved the cast. I loved the story. It was really just a fun adventure story and family friendly, and it was great. I loved Paddington in Peru. I would say that that was one of my favorite movies of 2025. Black Bag was definitely one of my favorite movies of 2025. This is a Steven Soderbergh film. It's a spy thriller with Cate Blanchett and Michael Fassbender. I absolutely loved this movie. It's very, very British and very smart and sexy, and I loved Black Bag. That was definitely one of my favorites. Drop. I don't know what people think, like kind of joke about Drop or whatever, don't take it seriously, but I thought it was really well done, and I really liked Drop. So that was probably one of my favorites, and I saw it 3 times. So I really liked Drop. Even though it has a little bit of kind of intense violence, but just right at the end, and it's nothing horrible. Thunderbolts was one of my favorites. This is the best Marvel movie I think that's come out in a long time. And there were 2 Marvel movies. There was Captain America, Brave New World earlier in 2025. Didn't like that as much, but I thought Thunderbolts was just great. The way it handled mental health in Thunderbolts and just the way they did that whole thing, it was like, this was where Disney has admitted, they said, we realized that we needed to kind of back off and focus on quality of the film, like they did at the beginning of the Marvel series, the Marvel universe. And I just really liked Thunderbolts. I think it was great. Materialists. Materialists was definitely one of my top films of 2025. I absolutely love Materialists. I'm probably going to buy it. It was just such a good story. It was so impactful and personal to me with what my own life experience and what I was going through, like at the time even. F1. F1 the movie. Loved that movie. Oh my gosh, did I love that movie. We all, Ben and I especially, really liked F1. But everybody we've recommended it to is like, yeah, that was a really good movie. It's really good. It's very entertaining. I think it did much better than they were expecting it to. Brad Pitt is great in that movie. It's an intense, cool, fun, great music. We listened to the soundtrack all the time in the car. Really liked F1. That was definitely one of my favorite movies of 2025. And then my last one I would say would be Eternity. Really good movie. Very funny, very entertaining, romantic, sweet, just all around. Really loved it. The styling of the movie, like how it looks and everything, is really kind of cool. And I just thought it was a very creative, fun movie, and I really, really liked it. So those were my favorites of 2025. How many of the movies on my list did you see? What were your favorite movies of 2025? Do you agree or disagree with any of my favorites? Or do you now want to go see any of the ones that I listed and gave, 4 or 5 stars to because you're like, oh, she thought that was good, I better go see that. Let me know all that in the comments below. Thank you for joining me for this video today, and thank you for continuing to go out and see movies in the theater. A lot of movie theaters in the United States are independently owned by people, families in your community. Please go out and support your local movie theater. The cinema going experience is even more in jeopardy than it was even like during the pandemic, and I don't want to see that. Movies were made to be seen on the big screen, and I feel very strongly, I'm a strong advocate of the cinema experience, and I really think that movies deserve to be seen that way. I really encourage you to see as many movies in 2026 and the years ahead in the movie theater that you can. Support those movie theaters and see the movies the way they were meant to be seen. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of the movies that I see in 2026. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.